Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again. I've been having a little play with our new, I'm just going to fetch these in, abstract impressions. Just beautiful. I've been playing with these and this leaf. It does come with dies as well, and I've used a butterfly but not this one. Somebody gorgeous out there sent me this beautiful butterfly die. I think it was in last week with the magazine and everything else and all the other little bits. So I thought I'm going to use my dear friend's one instead. And I've cut this out. Look at these little petals on the side. You can lift these up and burnish them so these stand off. Beautiful flowers inside the wings of this butterfly. Just outstanding. So I've used this. I could have used the one that came with the set, but no, this one, and these back wings stick up, and these flowers as well. We're going to be using this one on the next card. The card I'm going to show you is in different colours, so we're going to step up the colours. I don't want two exactly the same, so I'm just showing you the versatility of the colours as well. Look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And when it's laid on your card, you'll see why. So we're using these, and just three little things. This beautiful sentiment, there's so much to love about you. And then inside, I've just put the words, thank you. Because I'm a sucker for a thank you card, as you all know. So I'm going to show you my card now. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Wait, sorry, it's not in focus. It will autofocus, I promise. There we go, I'll lift it up. There's so much to love about you. And look at the little flowers and the back wings. Just amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, like I say, I've just put thank you on the inside. I just love it. I think it's absolutely stunning. So what I did, I put my sentiment there. I'm going to be using the colours Granny Apple Green. I'm using Pineapple Punch and Mango Melody for this one. With this one, it was Coastal Cabana, and I stamped off for the pale and then just full strength for the top. But I want two extra colours. I wanted an extra colour in there. So, and the leaves do not come like this. I watched Jennifer Maguire do a stamp where you stamp and then you use your bone folder or a toothpick or something to scrape away the ink, so you got like double layered. I'll show you how it's done. It's so simple. So I'm going to pop my card there so I can see it, because it's just outstanding. I'm going to fetch in, I'm using Pineapple Punch as my base. Just love how bright and summery, and with us having all this sunshine these past few weeks, it's just outstanding. So I'm going to crease my paper, just making sure everything's in view. So this is going to be our base. You're going to need two lots of Whisper White then. One for the front and one for the inside. And these, oh, my card, by the way, somebody wanted me to show them how I cut my card, because bless her, she keeps cutting her paper up wrong. So we, in the UK, our paper is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. And the American's paper is 8 1/2 by 11 1/2. Oh, 8 1/2 by 11, sorry. So let me just grab a piece of, what can I do? Let me grab a neutrals pack. I keep mine under my desk. I keep 4 of every colour. So this is our paper. Now, we cut straight in half, gives us 2 cards, and so do the Americans. You've always got to put your card in, your trimmer. If yours is 11, then you'll cut at 5 1/2. Ours is 11 3/4, so we cut this at 5 7/8. You slice down, or you do it on your trimmer, and there you go, my darling. That is half a piece of cardstock, and we get 2. And then what I do normally, if I'm going to fold, I fold on my trimmer, push it against each other, fetch my finger back and crease. You get the perfect crease line. It's wonderful, the top and bottom, and they're so close together. I'm just showing you quickly because this poor lady is chopping up her potatoes. Now for matting, we cut this down. Say this is going to be a card base now, but I want to turn this into 2 mats or layers. I pop this back in at 5 5/8, so it's 1/4 of an inch shorter all round. Take it out, and then I cut this at 3 7/8. Whoops. And then 3 7/8, and there are my mats. And then my Whisper White. So I got 2 mats and a card base, or I could have just kept it as 2 card bases. If you look now, this is 1/4 of an inch shorter all the way around. If you're an American, then you will cut yours at, because your card then will be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Ours is 4 1/8, so you would cut yours down to 4 by 5 1/4. So there's my 2, and then the Whisper White. If you are using that as a layer, I'm just going to grab a cheap piece of. You would cut this then at 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. And then you would have your little border all the way round. And if you're American, you would cut that at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. No, 3 3/4 by 5 if you're American. But if you're English, then you'll have the same measurements as us. There we go, my darling. This is how I cut my paper. This is how I only get little bits like this spare. And that size, if it was Whisper White, I keep for sentiment. If not, you'll see a video shortly of me making a card with all my scrap pieces. I better put my blade down and nearly just chop my arm off. But that is how we mat and lay our cards. And then our card bases. Yeah, I'll show you on the yellow because I've just cut it. So there are our perfect cuts for our cards, my darling. 1/2 of an A4, 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. So that's how you get the perfect layers and the perfect mats for our cards. Ooh, there we go, long-winded. I will use these to make another card at a later stage, so don't worry, they won't go to waste. So there's my card base. I'm going to be using this gorgeous Mango Melody for the front of my card. I've gone and punched out a 2-inch circle, because once we've got our mat, well, I'm not even having a mat on this one. I don't know where this, I've got glue bits everywhere. There you go. Once I've done stamping my card all over, let me just move this up slightly. Then I'm going to be cutting the sentiment out, which I've done here with the circle, and then just matted it behind with this to make it pop off the page. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. My other piece is for the inside, so we'll stamp that. So we're going to set those to one side, and I'm going to have a swig of coffee now because I've chopped too much. So I'm fetching in yellow and the mango. I'm going to open these up. I'm going to do all my flower stamps first. I'm going to do my sentiment first, and I'm going to have it in this gorgeous Mango Melody. I need to pop that because I don't want to be. I want my sentiment to have images around it, but not running through it. So I'm going to keep this up, and I don't want to go too far away from this edge or too close because of my die cutting. Just look how clean and crisp that is. It just stamps absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. When we come on to the green, then the green will be going in the inside with my thank you. So now, oh, this beautiful, beautiful stamp. The pale ones I'm going to go in the yellow. I'm going to practice first on a piece of scratch paper, because if it doesn't, I might just stick to the one colour. So let's get this in here and have a practice. It might be too dark, see, so I'm going to just practice first. Let me pop those out the way. Now these are, because they're photopolymer, it's so easy to line up. Oh, that looks really pretty. What do you reckon? Or should we go for a paler one? I think it gets a little bit lost then, and then a paler one of this. No, I think we're going to stick to the full strength. And that doesn't look so pretty on there because it's not true Whisper White. So, here we go. I did a lot of stamping off earlier. Oh, I don't know now. I'm in an R-in. Right, let me just check on my scratch paper. In fact, I can practice on the other side. So I'm going to just do this in the mango. The mango melody. Oh, gosh. And then I'm going to stamp. And then try. I'm only practicing, see, so you've always got two sides to every piece of card. Oh, I like that actually. It does look like two colours as well. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to pop this away. I'm going to stick with the mango melody. But they're going to have to change my card base then. So we're going to need some extra scratch paper for this. So I've decided we're going to use this and stamp off. And we're going to dress around this sentiment first. Because when I cut the circle out, it's going to have some of it on and around. And then we're just going to place these in the areas. Because I don't want any white. I don't want too much white showing, but I want a little bit so I can get the leaves in. So it's just a gorgeous stamp set. So I'm going to add another one here. Because I'm going to add a leaf there. And in fact, that's what I should be doing whilst we're going along. And then I'm going to stamp off with the first leaf. I don't know if it is a leaf or just a petal or something, I don't know. And I'll show you how to get their marks as well after. Whoa, good save. So I'm going to use that just to stamp off on. And this to catch anything that's going over. I mean, when I was doing the other card just a minute ago, see now I want to get in close. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn and come a little bit closer. But I want to fill the gaps with the leaf as well, so, because I don't want all, if you know what I mean, I don't want too many of these lovely little petals. Oh, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous set. I want to get some leaves in there, see? I filled out. So when I was stamping, I started over here, added the leaves, added more flowers, added the leaves, you know, until we got all the way across the paper. And I've seemed to be doing it the other way around at the moment. So, and I don't want too many, but I want them showing. So I don't mind a little bit of overlapping there at the minute. So let's get cracking. Get crack-a-lacking, as Mandy would say. I'm going to add a leaf here. And I'm going to add one here. Right. Dilemma time. I will sort that out in a moment. So I'm going to just do what I did earlier and stamp the leaves whilst I'm going. Otherwise I'll end up with a pickle. Or in a pickle, should I say. Gosh. Just gorgeous, so absolutely stunning. Because we don't want just too many flowers. We do need to have a bit of foliage in there, as they call it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down. Now I've got to be careful because there's one there and it's trying to dodge my finger. I can't see it. Right, I need to fill this gap up as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, we'll get there, we'll do it. So I'm going to add another little leaf in this space. Oh, I love it, I love it. I'm just loving this set. So I've got a lot of gap here. So what I'm going to do the bottom, just the bottom bit. And get some more of those flowers in there. I'm not liking that gap at all. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? What can I do with my gap? I'm going to have to grab some, have I got post-it notes or tape or something? I'm going to grab some washi tape. I didn't think this one through again. You should have done the same pattern as you did it before. So I only want those, I'm going to mask that off. I'll pull the tape off before. I stamp down, because I've got to stamp off anyway, so I just want those 4 flowers there. So try not to ink too much. Perfect save. The only thing is now I've got to mask it again in a minute, and oh no, I haven't. Oh, I'm going to be using the other bits. So I'm thinking I'm going to try one more leaf. I'm just going to pop it in there. That's perfect. I'm going to get rid of this paper because that's all you're going to see, otherwise is dots, dots, dots everywhere. So I'm going to flip this one as well. That looks a lot better, doesn't it, when you've not got all that other stuff in your face. So now, it's so easy to match this up because you've got the lines, but we've done willy-nilly all over the place, but I think I could honestly say I will be able to still follow these patterns. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to work out which way I did things now. See, I knew I should have just done it as I was doing it. Ooh, we'll do it, we'll do it. There's something sticking on my card. They do fit. I'm not lining it up properly, that's what it is. It's going to be in a silly sausage. Right. Confusing. Just confusing. I'm going to work out which is the way I went round. Whoa! Right, I've got a bit of a gooey bit on there, so I'm going to wipe this clean. I should have just stamped as I done it so I knew which direction I was going in. Still looks really pretty though, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning. It's just a matter of laying down and following your pattern. There I go. There. Once we get that root, I know those 4 are the ones I did extra, so this is got to fit somewhere. So it's going to come down, that one, eh? Or has it got to be turned? That's the one. We've gone a little bit off, but like I say, I should have just done my pattern how I would have done it anyway. That's not right, because that's not fitting there. That's not right, but this one should be. Perfect. Just getting there slowly but surely. I just got to figure out this one here. Nope, it's not that way round. It's not that way round. It's definitely not that way round. Let's try this way round. Okay, you know you're a silly sausage. And you should have done it the way you were doing it in the first place. Nope. Oh, it's going to have to stay there. Oh my god, did you see how bad that was? Look, nobody knows apart from me, you and the person next door, so let's just plod on. Oh, poo. I've got too much fuss going on here, that's what it is. This is not how you use this stamp set, by the way. I'm just in a right pickle here. What I'm going to do, I've got inside my stamp, we've got this little shape here in the shape of a butterfly. This is not how you do this card. I should have flipped in. What I did is I stamped, and then I stamped off, stamped on there, and then stamped over the top, so I add every little pattern in place, not realising I've just gone and done it all over the place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little I know I shouldn't be doing it like this, but I need a little mark on each one of these, so I'm going to do it like this, even if I just get a little bit in. No one can do me for cheating then, can they? See what I mean? What a save. What a save, girl. There we go, we've got a mark on every one. Great save. Oh, you're mad what you can do. And nobody will ever know. Especially, well, the person who receives this card will never know. Unless he sat and watched me make it. So I'm going to add that back onto my little desk. Right, love it. Right, now you're going to need a scrap. A piece of tissue. I'm going to put this away before I make any more big mistakes with that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to stamp full strength. Or at least I can't line these up wrong. wash in the bin. Take your bone folder and take off some of that green. I'll show you up close in a minute. You see that? It's taking the ink off. So watch now when we line this up. And it gives my pattern, a leaf pattern. Isn't that great? Don't you just love watching Jennifer Maguire with her hints and tips? And it's worth the effort just to get that leaf effect. Clean your bone folder each time. And because it's photopolymer, you can see. Isn't that clever? It's quite therapeutic actually to do this. It's amazing what techniques you pick up of other people. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I was only going to do it to a couple of leaves, and then I thought, no, I've got to have that same pattern running straight through it now. I mean, you can do it just the line in the centre. You don't have to put the veins on the side of the, if you don't want to. Look, and because it's photopolymer, you can line it up. You could literally just go straight up the centre in this one. I'll show you now. See what I mean? Not fabulous. But you're just removing the ink. Bone folder rattling. I think that's the other way around. Perfect. So you just dab and remove. I suppose you could do this. I bet you could do this on sentiments as well, and just remove little bits. Perfect. Loving them leaves. Just beautiful. I love this technique. It's beautiful. Don't need this now anyway, so let's get rid of that. Isn't that pretty? Only got a few more to go. And then I'm going to get up and, well, I'm going to go over to the big shot and cut my sentiment out then. And then we're going to use it on the same card. I suppose if you've got a flat a block like this. Oh, I didn't need that piece, isn't it? Well, hanging over the edge there. So if you would have flat surface, and you could add squiggles by removing the ink, do a swirly pattern like this, say, you know, it's up to you, but as we are using this for leaves and just putting the veins in, we'll get another one hanging over there. Now we don't need this. Isn't that clever? I mean, I suppose you've got, if you're a paint, you do paints and stuff, you ain't got a palette knife, it could be really detailed, it's entirely up to you. One more, I just think it's that way round. So we're on our last leaf. And perfect, absolutely perfect. Now I can just clean off. There we go. Get rid of our tissue, and you can just clean, and some rubbing alcohol will get that ink off. It will clean up a treat. So now I'm just going to bob over and I'm going to be cutting my sentiment out. But don't worry, it's going straight back on the card. And I'm going to raise that off on dimensionals. So I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, as they say. I'm just lining it up, making sure all my sentiments in place, and I've got it in the right spot. And then I'm just going to run it straight through the Big Shot. Leave my die there. And there we go, there it is. Isn't that beautiful? And there is our pattern still. So this is literally a fraction smaller. So when we add this back over the top, everything lines up perfectly. Isn't that beautiful? But that I'm going to pop off on dimensionals. So now let's grab the inside. This is for the inside, and I'm I am stamping that beautiful word, thank you. And I suppose if you wanted to get technical, then use a few stripes. Get my tissue back. Let me see it. Let's have a practice. I'll grab my paper back in. Let me just show you what I mean. So you could take stripes off. Of your sentiment, give it a striped effect if you want. And add that. So I'm going to stamp it on here. Look at that, how cool is that? Isn't that great? And you could do, I mean, it's just another way of adding a bit more dimension to your card. It's absolutely fabulous, but I'm going to go and stick with just the thank you for now. And I'm going to try and keep this as straight as possible. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You could have lined some of it up, stamped off, and then do like an ombre effect, I suppose, but that's just me. So now I'm going to have to change my, make sure these click back into place, otherwise they'll start to dry out on you. I'm going to need mango melody, sorry. Oh gosh, I am terrible. And what family is that from? I think it's from the Brights. Yes, it is. So, have I gotten it yet? I think this is, oh gosh, Gina. It's your last slice. Your last slice. What I do, I've got a box down here. I'll show you quickly. And it's one of them, like my magazine holders. And I've got every colour cardstock. I've got my new in colours, neutrals, brights, subtles and regals. and I keep 4 pieces of each card. It saves me just rooting through all my drawers to get all my cards stuck out. So now that I know I've got to replenish my Mango Melody and put 4 more slices in there, so otherwise I'll run out. I'll then go that way because I've got it all stacked in a drawer. Because I do craft in my kitchen, as you know. So now I put this at the back here because they're all half card, so they're all cards. So I can just grab one and fold it over. So I've got card bases on hand, so I don't have to get them out all the time. Because once you've made one card, like I say, if I had doing exactly the same card, I wouldn't have had to do that. So I'm going to pop this on the inside. You could always go later afterwards and stamp another row of those flowers in the corners here. I might do that later. So let me grab my fast views and then just stamp off and then stamp full with the second one as we've just been doing. But this time make sure you follow the pattern. Don't do as I did. Should have seen me making the first card. It was just tremendous. I didn't get any boob-boobs on that one. But I think we've got a good recovery there. So I'm now going to add this here on my base. And I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. So we had a little practice on the other side as well, which is great. So keeping a nice border all the way around. There we go, that's perfect. I'm going to glue these two together. And because this was ink and not blends, then we were able to get away with doing that little practice run on the other side. Oh, I had a sharp pain in my tooth then. Pop them on dimensionals. And I can line that up now with my leaves. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So for my butterfly, I add the little corner just sticking on there. We're going to add dimensionals on the back. Believe it or not, yes, they do fit the mini ones. I managed to get, I need one here. And it'll hold 2 down the body. I'm not going to peel the backings off yet. I'm going to grab my rhinestones and I put one in the centre where each of the flowers are. It just helps again if you put them in the centre. And I'm just going to pop those little petals up. Because when you do add your rhinestone, you do squash them back down. And I'm going to add a line of them down the body. Just beautiful, absolutely stunning. Oh, line up properly, that's better. Hobby's in there watching the football, ugh. Well, oh look at that, that's on the wonk. So is that one. That's better. I think just one more should do this. Perfect. Look how pretty that is. And what I did with the other rhinestones, I added about where it seemed like there was a whole circle like this. I just added the rhinestones to those. Too many, and one, mind you, I'm going to take that one off just because that's where my butterfly's going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have one down here. 5. Oops, peel off the back ends. And because we haven't put a dimensional on this one, it just sits and rests perfectly on there. And if you wanted to add a bit of glue, then you could do, or you could add a glue dot, because you've got a dimensional there. Add a glue dot behind this beautiful flower, and then lift up these lovely petals. There we go. You suppose you could add a glue. I like the fact that it looks like it's floating off the page. Isn't that pretty? This comes with a butterfly, so I'm sure you could use that one as well and still get the same effect on the card. So if you enjoy it, feel free to case it. I absolutely think this set is just going to be played with so much. So there's my 2 gorgeous cards. I love both colours. I'm glad I chose to just use the Mango Melody now. This one is Coastal Cabana with Granny Apple Green, and this one is, but I did stamp, because I wanted a slightly darker image, I stamped this in Bermuda Bay and used Bermuda Bay cardstock. Aren't I naughty? But there you go, there's my 2 beautiful cards. I hope you hope you give them a go. Please give a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and a share would be amazing. And also, if you want to see what I make tomorrow, press the little bell in the corner, press the button in the corner and come back as a subby. And then, if you press the bell, you'll be notified at what I do upload tomorrow. So, come back and have a look. Love you all. Bye.